You used to call me on my firm phone when you need that legal help. Call me on my firm phone when you need that legal help. And we know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. We know when that hotline bling, you must need some legal things. Ever since we opened the firm, you know we got a brand new video. Every single day they be like, here he go. I be singing songs in my intros. Ever since we opened the firm, you know we... Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Marquel Cade with Cade Mark Law, back with another resource for you. I have clients that come to me and need estate planning help. Whether they're young or they're old, there are 7 documents that I recommend to them when they ask me, what documents should I have in my estate plan? These 7 documents are documents that I have in my own estate plan, and I recommend them for your estate plan, as they are versatile, universal, and good to have for just about anyone. That being said, today's resource, the 7 documents that you must have in your estate plan. Document number 1, a will, of course. No estate plan would be complete without the inclusion of your last will and testament. Most people know what a last will and testament is, but if you don't, a last will and testament outlines where your property, your assets, and everything you own goes after you die. Document number 2, some sort of letter of instructions. A letter of instructions isn't a legal document, but it's important for an estate plan because it provides step-by-step instructions for your loved ones after you pass away. It tells them how many death certificates that they should request. It tells them where your social security cards and birth certificates and other important documents are located. It tells them where you may have left the keys to that old car that you want to include as a part of your will. The third document that you must include as a part of your estate plan is a tangible personal property memorandum. Now, this is just a fancy way of saying you need to have a document that outlines what specific property is going where when it comes to your tangible property if you don't outline this in your will already. A tangible personal property memorandum allows you to outline specific pieces of property and specific instructions on where that property will go. But we digress. The fourth thing that you want to have as a part of your estate plan is a durable power of attorney with springing language. Now, this is just a fancy way of saying putting someone in charge of your affairs in the event that you become incapacitated or unable to make those decisions for yourself. Durable power of attorneys typically deal with financial affairs, and the springing language allows it to activate like the Winter Soldier in the MCU upon a certain event occurring. And this event will be your incapacitation or your inability to make those decisions for yourself. Which is a nice segue into the 5th document that you should have as a part of your estate plan. A medical power of attorney with springing language. This springing language should be very similar to your durable power of attorney with springing language in that it only activates or becomes active or is valid upon your incapacitation or your inability to make the decisions for yourself. But whereas a durable power of attorney deals with your financial affairs and appoints someone to take care of those in the event you can't, the medical power of attorney appoints someone in charge of your medical affairs. The 6th document that you should have as a part of your estate plan is a living will. We've done a video on the difference between living wills and last wills, but to recap, pretty much a living will outlines directions that come directly from you on what you want to happen in the event that you are incapacitated or unable to make your own decisions. They cover things like, do you want to be receptive resuscitated. They cover things like how long do you want to be on life support before you want your family to pull the plug. They cover a lot of things, but they allow you to dictate this even though you're incapacitated through this document that you've executed before that event occurs. They're a little bit different from medical power of attorneys because medical power of attorneys appoint someone else to be in charge of those affairs and make those decisions, but a living will allows you to make those decisions by guidelines through the document you created. The seventh document that we recommend as a part of your estate plan is called a declaration of disposition of your last remains. Basically, this is just a fancy legal document that describes what you want to happen to your remains after you die. Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? If you're cremated, do you want your ashes scattered somewhere? Do you want them separated amongst your siblings or your family members? It outlines things from like your funeral to your memorial services, everything that you want to happen as it regards to your remains and things surrounding those after you die. 2 bonus tips for all of my lovely viewers. Tip number 1, if you have pets, I definitely recommend including a pet trust with your will. You can create a testamentary trust, but basically what that does is sets money aside from your estate to allow for the care of your pets. You can also name the new caregiver of your pets and outline how that money is to be used. Also, I recommend writing letters to loved ones. Not everyone has a chance to say goodbye, and a lot of people die via accident or via a way that they don't see coming. It's unexpected, and most people don't get the chance to tell their loved ones, "I'm gone. These are the things I wanted to say to you." By leaving letters for loved ones, it gives you that opportunity to say goodbye. You have an opportunity for last words, if you will. It can be read in the event of your death to bring your loved ones peace, to bring them comfort, to bring them joy, to bring them out of their sorrow or their sadness. But I recommend them, even though they aren't legal documents, as a part of your estate plan. Keep them all together in the same package, because once you die, not only are you going to want instructions on what should be done and where do you want your stuff to go and should your pets be taken care of, but you want to provide comfort and support for your loved ones through last words that maybe you left for them. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been 7 documents I recommend for your estate plan, plus 2 bonus tips. I am Markwell Cade with Cade Mark Law, your favorite neighborhood lawyers. Protect your brand, grow your business. Stay frosty, my friends. We'll see you next time. We hope this was helpful.